In the vast silence of the cosmos, gravity pulls together vast clouds of gas and dust. Here, at temperatures of millions of degrees, the first stars begin to ignite.
Read the Padma Purana from start to finish, and the timeline breaks. It claims a staggering 55,000 verses, but the narrative flow is constantly interrupted by leaps across different centuries. This discontinuity exists because the Padma Purana functioned as a living library, a collection shaped by centuries of constant, uncoordinated expansion. The text identifies itself as a sattva, or pure, Purana, named after the sacred lotus flower from which the creator god Brahma first appeared. The resulting manuscript captures a messy, centuries-long accumulation of human thought, a collaborative evolution that prioritized new additions over a unified divine plan. The earliest known roots of the text are found in its opening chapters, which serve as a pilgrimage guide to Brahma's temple site in Pushkar. From those ancient roots, the text grew for over a millennium. Scholars estimate the composition dates range from the 4th century all the way to the 16th. This produced a stratified literature, where anonymous authors in different eras inserted new material randomly into the middle of the existing text, much like a geological core sample. Analyzing this massive compilation requires the eye of an archaeologist, treating the text as a deep cross-section of medieval Hindu history. Generation after generation of anonymous authors used the Padma Purana as a vessel for their own specific local traditions. They layered in massive chapters dedicated to the glory of Vishnu, followed later by significant sections honoring Shiva and the goddess Shakti. The library eventually absorbed entirely separate versions of established myths, including a story of Rama and Sita that contradicts the famous Valmiki Ramayana. This expansive format proved so influential that Jainism developed its own separate Padma Puranas, featuring Jain variations of these same regional legends. The library grew to this scale by functioning as an open-source sponge, absorbing the competing and complementary spiritual traditions of the entire subcontinent. As manuscripts spread, the text splintered into 2 versions. The older Bengal edition has 5 books, missing 39 chapters on Dharma Shastra. In the West, a different 6-book version emerged, shaped by entirely different editorial choices. These edits continued deep into the medieval era, with 16th century editions that suddenly begin describing temple sites within the Vijayanagara Empire. This geographical divide shows a manuscript that was never static, but constantly adapting to reflect the political and religious world of the scribes copying it. The final and most complex layer of this library is the Uttarakhanda, the concluding section of the text. Here, later authors injected high philosophy, pulling directly from Upanishadic thought to debate the nature of reality and Advaita Vedanta doctrines. These chapters move into theosophical territory, exploring the path to moksha, or liberation, and the nature of the Atman, the true soul. These additions elevated the collection, moving it from a catalog of regional myths toward a sophisticated theological treatise. Even at its most abstract, the text grounds these cosmic ideas in the daily social order and routines of its readers. It details specific material rituals, including the construction and ceremonial wearing of the sacred thread by the Brahmin community. Some manuscripts conclude with the Kriya Yogasara, a section that serves as a practical manual for ethical living. This section outlines stringent rules for the home, specifically focusing on the ancient laws of hospitality toward unexpected houseguests. A moment of wonder. The Padma Purana's value lies in its stratification. It expanded era by era to connect the cosmic origins of the universe with the practical rules of